Hello traders, FX Pip Collector here. Today is Friday, May 17th, and I'm going to be analyzing the pound US dollar starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top-down analysis. So on the pound dollar, I still think this is extremely likely to make a higher low, higher low. I think it's either going to go up and make a 3, 4, 5 of wave C, which is either going to be an expanding flat wave C, which would bring it up above these highs, or possibly it could be a running flat wave C, which would possibly bring it down to one of these lower highs. Either way, I think it should lead to a pretty nice uptrend on the shorter time frames especially. Heading down to the weekly time frame, I think this is a running flat wave 2. That makes this right here a wave 1. That makes this right here a ABC of 2. That would also make this right here already in that wave 3 to form that flat pattern like I was showing on the monthly time frame. So taking it down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, to me, it definitely looks like this is a 5 waves up for a wave 1. I think this is either a leading diagonal wave A, or possibly it is like a WXY, which I think is possible too. But either way, impulsive down wave A, 3 waves up wave B, does kind of look like 3 waves down, which is why I possibly would be more likely to call this not an ABC, but a WXY. But whether it's a WXY or an ABC doesn't really matter. Either way, I think it's the end of a correction, 61% Fibonacci. I do think we are probably due for a pretty decent pullback, but I do think on these higher time frames that will make higher low, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and just keep on trending up. So heading down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame is where I got my Fibonacci retracement on this last series of higher highs, higher lows. I do think we are likely to go down probably at least to the 50 to 61.8, and we do have a rally-based rally area right there, so maybe the 61.8 is more likely. Maybe it's going to end up doing something like this before it actually does end up continuing up. So depending on what kind of trader you are, you could either be waiting for the end of a correction, or if you're trading below the 1-hour time frame, you could continue to look for shorts on these sort of time frames for the continuation of this downtrend. So heading right down to the 1-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, I was thinking that we might had another push up before we went down, like this right here was a trend wave A. I was thinking that this was going to be an A, B, C of B. Then I was thinking it was going to go down for a wave C like this to either the 61 or the 50% Fibonacci before we get the break of structure to the upside, ending this correction and potentially continuing the uptrend. So definitely be cautious. It doesn't really necessarily have to go up for a wave B. I think it does look like it should. And like I said, if you are trading below the 1-hour time frame, you should probably be waiting for sorting opportunities, because I do think it is very likely to go down to one of these lower Fibonacci levels before it really does continue the uptrend. If you're more of a swing trader, then you should probably be patiently waiting for the end of this correction, patiently waiting for 3 waves down, Fibonacci bounce, break of structure to the upside to go long for the continuation of that bigger wave 3 trend on the much higher time frames. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel, which is linked down here in the corner. And don't forget to check out my membership program that gives you access to all the daily live trading sessions. And it gives you access to all my swing trade setups that I share with the group at the time of entry by signing up at my website, fxpipcollector.com. As always, thank you and happy trading.